OKC, we getting money. OKC, you are my ride and die. And baby, you know why. You been here from the.
Me and my boys, we stay fresh in the club. Me and my boys, we stay fresh in the club. Me and my boys.
Before we start the video, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications, follow me on Instagram and all social media guys down below, guys. Thank you. Enjoy the video, guys.
Alright, so I'm Edward.
That's it.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Felicia.
Okay, so the basis of this interview is can you give us a rundown of how life's been for you?
Not too bad, honestly. Pretty easy.
Kids?
I have one daughter. She's 7 years old.
7? Okay.
Yeah.
How's that?
Pretty good. I mean, she goes to the school pretty close to my house, so not too bad. Everything's real within like distance.
You live local?
Yeah, I live like not even a couple blocks that way.
Gotcha. Live right down the street. He lives right down the street. I live
That's why he in here all the time.
Yeah. Okay, and you? How's life with you?
Better lately. Had a rocky beginning. Really rocky. Didn't have the best parents. My dad passed away when I was younger.
Sorry.
I was 2, so I have some memory. But other than that, lately life's been doing good. I've been fighting to get my kids back out of DHS custody for 2 years. I've been stable for the past year. I'm blessed with a good job, stable housing, and a vehicle. When a year and a half ago I was homeless and living in my car. So life's been turned around and doing good for me now.
You've been quite been through crazy journeys.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Super crazy.
Absolutely. Only the strong survive. So
Yep.
for sure. That is awesome. We all have go through our trials and tribulations in life or something like that. So
Yep. That's the best thing you can do is just learn from it and move on.
overcoming the obstacles.
Try to enjoy what's the
For sure.
present.
Absolutely. So, 2024, we are in the era of social media.
What do you need?
We have Family Dollar on the way.
Manager duties.
What's up?
What do you need, Angel? Hey, y'all talk to Arturo for a minute. I'm gonna go find out what she needed.
Okay. So, Arthur, so there's several genres of music, right?
Yeah.
Which one's your go-to?
Honestly, I'm in between rap and rock because I grew up listening to AC/DC with my dad, Metallica, Guns N' Roses. But I grew up listening to more like SPM, Zero, more Texas artists, more in the Houston and stuff. And I just kind of like everything, honestly.
Gotcha. I know you probably got that.
Oh, you mean my color? That's weird.
Okay, before you go, give me right now, currently, your top 3 artists. Right now, the game.
Top 3 artists, like anyway.
Any genre or any, the top 3 artists you listen to.
That I listen to? Okay, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but okay. First, Eminem. I've always been into him ever since he's got big. He's still relevant, which I like because he's so old and some people don't stay with the career. They just kind of fall off, but he just kept going. He hasn't stopped. Him. I also like Tech 9. Really into Tech 9. Like, lyricist, really good. Like all of his songs, majority of the time on point.
Arturo, password.
795.
No, password.
Oh, password. 100302.
100302.
Yes. And last artist, I'm gonna stick with Zero still. I really listen to Zero like every day. He's very inspirational. Yeah.
You got some good taste in music.
Oh yeah.
That's dope. I mean, it's good to kind of get the feedback.
Yeah.
That type of stuff because a lot of people like, especially 2024, they kind of like sucked up into this whole melodic.
Yeah, I've noticed. Like, I feel like it was like if you ask someone else, their choices probably would have been Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Blue Trippy Red, stuff like that. But I'm more of an old school artist.
Me too. I'm old school, man.
Also?
Yeah. I like that shit. That shit because it sounds the same to me.
Exactly. Like there's no structure anymore. They're not trying anymore. Like back then, everybody had a thing. They had something that made them,
Right. I grew up off Ludacris.
Yeah.
I like T.I.
I like Lil Wayne and stuff like that.
Lil Wayne go hard. Yeah, Lil Wayne go hard. Like a dog.
A lot of shit. I mean, I do like Dirk. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, a little bit.
But even though free him, but that's awesome. Are you able to give us your three artists that you listen to? Your favorite artists?
I'm gonna go ahead and send you in,
I got
take
it.
over the cash register, and get that line out of the way, please, because she's very slow.
Gotcha. Okay.
So my three artists that I listen to.
Your favorite artist?
I had like a Russ phase for a while. He was pretty good. He's a newer artist, like What They Want.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah, I had a little phase where like I loved his music. I listened to kind of like not mainstream music. I listened to like Creeper, which is like an alternative kind of band.
Okay.
And then who else did I listen to? I like Sabrina Carpenter. Her music be
I heard.
So her music, I'm like, you know what, girl, go off. Go off. I like that.
Okay.
I don't like to listen to a lot of mainstream, really.
Gotcha.
Most of my music is like off the wall, like names and stuff.
Gotcha. It kind of like it resembles your character.
Does it?
Well, no, I'm asking.
Oh, kind of.
You listen to what you like. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of. I mean, it really just depends on my mood on what I'm like listening to. Like sometimes I listen to more like trippy kind of upbeat music, like with like a whole bunch of like different acoustics and stuff, and that'd be like hitting my brain some type of way, and I'm like, ooh, that tingles. It feels good. And it puts me in a good mood. And sometimes I listen to like some heavier stuff whenever I'm upset, and then like I just be vibing with whatever.
Gotcha. Hey, I mean, we all like what we like.
Yeah.
Man, you can't really say anything. I think music is definitely inspirational. And,
definitely.
It helps us get through a lot of things.
Oh yeah, definitely.
When you're in a bad mood, sometimes you gotta listen to this. When you're in a good mood, you like, hey, you know.
Yeah, turn up.
Get to do it in Dougie for no reason.
Turn up. Be walking around the house having a whole ass concert of yourself.
Yeah, for sure. That is awesome. So, what are your goals for the rest of the year?
For the rest of the year?
Yes, that's a great point. Let's start there.
Well, I have court coming up next month,
Okay.
and my goal is to convince my kids' attorney that I deserve a second chance and get my kids back. They're wanting to terminate my rights because they've been out of my home and out of my care for almost 2.5 years. And so they want to terminate my rights because of the fact that my kids are so young and they've been gone for so long that they're accustomed to their foster family, and so with me being stable and everything, they have no reason to not give them back, except for the fact that they've been out of the home for 2.5 years. So my goal is to change their minds and let them see the change that I've done, because a lot of it was mental health. I was neglecting my mental health because I had 3 small kids at the time when they were taken, and it was me neglecting my mental health and trying to put me on the back burner. And they got removed because I was a single mom and I had unsafe living conditions. And now that all that has changed, I'm on medication for my bipolar 1. I am diagnosed, I'm medicated, I am stable, financially, what's that word, shelter, like I'm stable with shelter, like I'm stable now and can be a good parent. So I'm hoping to change their minds and to have them see the progress I've made and try to get it to where my kids can start coming home more. So
Do you
that's
feel
my goal.
vindicated?
Vindicated. I know that word, but it's not coming to the top of my head. What does that mean?
I feel like you crossed a path to where you can breathe.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I felt like I was walking on a treadmill for so long because I was doing everything that they wanted me to do, but I wasn't stable consistently, and so it wasn't the best environment for the kids yet. So I felt like I was just riding on a treadmill, and they were just watching me, and I would kept like, it felt like I kept fucking up even though I didn't do anything wrong. Like, it just felt like no matter what I did, I wasn't gonna get them back. But now, with my stability and like everything corrected the way that it needs to be corrected, and with my kids being older and knowing a little bit more about the case, because my oldest is 6, my youngest is 6 months. And so, and I had 4. I had 3 whenever they were taken, but I had 4. With them being older and understanding and wanting to come back home, I'm hoping that by the end of the year, that's the direction we're headed. And I have a very good feeling about that, because this is the most stable I've been in 6 years. And I did it all alone. I did it myself. And with me doing all that just to get my babies home, I hope the judge and them can see that. So yeah, I feel like I can breathe a lot better now.
That's nice. I feel the energy, what
Yeah.
you're saying. It seems like it's extremely genuine. I can just feel like it's mine. And that's great for you. It's great
Yeah,
for you.
I feel like I can finally breathe again.
You overcame
Oh yeah, I don't feel like
Had
I
to kill that line real quick.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's dope as hell. That's super dope. That's super dope. You got that's I love it.
Be close with me. I'm not gonna bite you.
I don't know. You're just assuming I know.
All right, so this is a very, very touchy topic. How do y'all feel about the presidency? Are y'all on board or how y'all feel about it? Look, I didn't vote, so I don't care who.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't vote either.
I mean, I ain't vote either though, so.
I couldn't choose. I'm like, it's like the lesser two evils. They're both got good things going. They both got bad things going.
I was like,
That's what I'm saying. There's nobody I really wanted to vote for this year.
me neither. I was like,
Because it's like,
you have the opinion. Go ahead.
I'm not really into politics like that.
Me neither.
But whenever they started talking about women's rights and like healthcare, like as far as abortions and things like that, that's where I disagreed a lot. And like I wanted to choose, what was her name, Nancy?
What's her name?
Kamala Harris.
Yeah, Kamala.
Kamala Harris.
Yeah, I wanted to choose her specifically because I have a daughter
I got 2.
who's going to grow up in this world, and she has a right to her body, no matter what anyone says. And they were talking about laws like to like take away abortions and things like that. Like I want my daughter to have options. So I didn't vote because I couldn't decide on the lesser of two evils either. I was just like, our country is, in my opinion, ran by a whole bunch of egotistical assholes. So I'm just trying to live my life day to day as much as I can and try to make it well, the world isn't safe anyways, but I want to try to make it a safer environment and a happy environment for my kids to grow up in. Absolutely. Because the world is a big and scary place. It don't just consist of America and their politics and all the egotistical assholes. So my job is to just enjoy it and make the most of it so I can teach my kids to do that as well.
Absolutely. People don't realize Oklahoma's starting to get scary. You know, the deadliest city in Oklahoma is Tulsa. I mean, we got the first 48.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy.
There was a
It's
stabbing.
dangerous out here.
Some
be
woman
careful.
was working by herself at a 7-Eleven up here not too long ago, and there was a stabbing. She got killed because someone tried to rob her, and Like, she was the only one there. They didn't find her body till the next morning.
Dang, that's crazy.
In Oklahoma City, a couple blocks from where I work by myself sometimes.
You gotta be careful. You
Like-
too, Arturo. You gotta be careful out here.
Like,
This is crazy motherfuckers.
oh yeah. And the
I ain't gonna lie to you.
kind of
I keep
customers.
that thing with me. When you run up on me, you gonna get laid down there.
The kind of customers we get in here.
Bravo, no, huh?
Some of them be freaking me out because they come in there and they're like all tweaked out on drugs or whatever.
Oh,
Some
dang.
of them are just have bad mental health and they just act some type of way, and so like it makes me question, like, is this the day that I'm gonna get robbed? Is this the day that this is gonna happen? You know, like it's sad to say that you don't feel safe as, I mean, not only as a woman but just a
Human being.
Yeah,
That's
Just a working
crazy.
citizen.
just
doing your job.
just a citizen doing my daily thing without worrying about if I'm gonna get robbed or if someone's gonna make some drastic decision, because at the end of the day, what's stopping you besides the possibility of going to jail? Like, that's the only possibility that you can see, and if you don't have anything to live for, I mean,
But their mental health is off. They really don't care.
They don't.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, you're right,
That's what
right.
I'm saying.
They don't
Like,
care about none of this.
if they ain't got nothing else to lose, what's stopping them from taking everything from us? You know?
You gotta protect yourself. I mean, that's,
Yeah. So you
that's
gotta
the world we
protect
live in.
yourself nowadays. The world is very
Raw.
terrifying and raw, and just a lot of people live under this veil of, oh, nothing bad can happen to me because whatever. You know, like, no, bad things happen to everybody.
Everybody, yes.
Everybody.
Every
Every
I agree.
single day. We're up there. I think we're up 300 homicides this year. Oklahoma.
Yeah.
We're up there, and most of them are in Tulsa, but it's crazy. You gotta be very cautious because
There was a shooting, a drive-by up the road from my house on Southwest 44th Street. There was a drive-by. I watched it happen sitting on my front porch.
you watched it.
Yes, I was sitting on my front porch and they drove by and like started shooting at this
Oh,
empty
that's
house.
not cool.
And it was crazy. Yeah, like, you want to be in this?
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know, Tupac.
That's clean though. That's clean though.
Arturo, how do you feel about Oklahoma right now and what's going on with the violence going on?
Honestly, I'm not too happy about it because as a single father, well, not single father, but like, you know,
As a
father,
parent.
as a parent, I feel not too happy about it because my daughter, her school is in the vicinity, and my apartments are not really known for the best. I mean, I was working there. Within 2 years, we've already had like 6-7 bodies.
Damn.
And I'm talking about walked up, found bodies. Like, I was a maintenance man. I would walk in, just be there for sometimes like
That's
this is-
scary, man.
Exactly, and I live still in the same apartment, so yeah, it's I'm always careful. A lot of the time, I really don't worry too much as myself, and I know this is gonna sound crazy because I just, as a man, I'm not saying I'm not vulnerable to getting hurt. It's just usually when people see me, they're not too quick to be like, oh yeah, we should go get this guy. They kind of look at me like, yeah, you might not be the nicest person to talk to. Let me stay away. Plus, I'm always armed with something.
I mean, you got to. You got to these days. You got to.
If I leave the house, man, I try to stay protected. And I got 2 daughters to go home to.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's not being raw. It's just being
Yeah.
cautious. I gotta go home today.
Exactly.
You're not gonna take my life because if you take my life, you're pretty much taking their main. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Their main, provider and everything. So,
Lifeline, support, everything.
everything. And I couldn't imagine my life without them.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's the same way. So that's for sure. That's for certain. It's crazy. It's definitely crazy. So you gotta keep a knife, a blade, or a box cutter. just do
A
it.
hammer, if you got to. Hammer.
A hammer?
A hammer. What we gotta use?
Hey, back there. Hold on. You get
I
two
usually
bucks.
keep my sparkly pepper spray.
Get ready.
Pepper spray's a good one too.
I have,
Yeah.
I have a pink little bedazzled pepper spray, and it's on my
Back,
keychain.
bud.
It's on my keychain for my car, and I keep that thing in my car at
Especially
least,
you
and
as
I
a
keep
woman, you gotta.
and I keep a
brave.
taser in my car. I usually keep a taser in my purse, and then I always have a knife. or at least a box cutter.
I like it got
Yeah.
a too. It's pink. I said, if you keep that on you, you go out late night with your purse, and somebody come on you, they look suspicious, they run you, you better.
But black the ass.
I'm not against guns,
You're not a fan.
but I personally don't use them or keep them in my house, only for the fact that I do have bipolar 1, and in the past I have tried to, had like splitting episodes where I've done something drastic like try to overdose or harm myself in some type of way. And so I don't keep them personally to protect myself and my kids. Because I don't think I would ever do anything to harm my children ever. But what if I have a split moment and I take myself and my kids? Because at that moment I felt like the world was against me and everything was just bad. So I personally don't keep guns in or around my house. And usually when I have company I make them leave their guns in the car. But I am fully supportive of guns because at the end of the day, those can come in really handy. They are definitely there to protect, in my opinion.
Absolutely, absolutely. You got a right to bear arms in the Constitution.
Right.
Constitution, man. That's great. I mean, I'm an advocate of women rights. Excuse me.
Yeah.
You have to be way more careful. Women do have to be way more careful than men.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Because you have predators, you got sickos.
Oh, yeah.
Guys that try to do something crazy. So.
But anything can be a weapon if you're smart enough.
Yeah.
Shoes.
True.
You can wrap a shirt around somebody's neck.
True that.
Jewelry. Like,
Shoelace.
how do you get your shoelace out fast enough? You're like, hold on, pause.
You asked me about weapons. You didn't say the speed. You just said weapon.
Anything can be a weapon if you need it and you're smart enough. Okay, so like your shoe, say you're running from a predator, you got heels on. Guess what? That shoe going in your eye.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Jewelry, that person has jewelry on. Guess what? You choking them out until that bitch breaks and you take it off. Their shirt even. Find a way to get their arms out of it, wrap it around their throat. Like,
See her eyelashes
fight.
blinking? She's serious.
And now you wonder
I
why I
think of
was
all these
worried about getting
scenarios.
this close.
Go log in.
Them eyelashes
Yeah,
telling the world.
Yeah,
No, y'all
you
good?
see all the like scenarios in your head, and so you gotta like me as someone who doesn't carry a gun. Like, what if my pepper spray doesn't like jams up? What if my knife jams and doesn't open? Or what if like my taser just is dead? Like, there's all kinds of scenarios where like you gotta find the closest thing to you and learn self-defense. Like my stepfather used to raise us on wrestling, and at the time I thought it was just like specifically just wrestling when he was teaching us moves and stuff. But now as an adult, even though me and him don't really have a good relationship, that is one good thing he taught us at a young age, is different kind of moves to get an attacker on the ground and to get yourself as far away from them as possible. And like he was teaching this all to us when we were younger, so that we would be, I feel like, so that we would be prepared when we're adults and be able to defend ourselves. But at the time, it was just a game. It was just fun.
You think you benefited from it?
My number for y'all.
There's been a couple like traumatic instances where I've had to use self-defense that I learned from my stepfather. But I mean, in everyday life, I don't use it. I've been teaching my daughter some of the moves I learned. She's aggressive. She's aggressive with it. She don't hold back at all. So I'm not worried about it. But yeah, that's the only time I ever really use
Bad
it.
never jammer.
Listen, she's got attitude.
Oh,
She's got-
damn.
She's my mini me, like through and through. The universe literally just said, copy and paste, here's your child.
You got a future Angelina Jolie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it though. She should be taught. You know what I'm saying? For sure, for sure. All right. I didn't ask you this. So what are your goals for the rest of the year? You only got a month left. Got Thanksgiving, Christmas coming up. What is your goal?
Honestly,
You
just
gotta have a goal for the rest of the year.
just to save as much as I can, honestly. Trying to find a new place, you know, hopefully by the end of this year, not be living there anymore. Somewhere
Oh
else.
yeah, I blame that.
He ain't trying to find no more bodies.
That's scary though, man. I mean, literally, that's scary, man. That's so scary.
Yeah.
Like the only upside is I guess I'm kind of happy everyone knows me because nobody comes bothers me. Like we're working there for 2 years, they're like, oh yeah, we know that. You know, that's our turn. Don't go mess with him over there. I never have any problems.
That's dope. That's dope. Man. People don't fuck with you, man. Honestly, sometimes it's people's lifestyle.
Yeah.
They get into trouble. They live and die with certain affairs and get involved with the wrong people and end up losing their life. It's unfortunate, you know.
Yeah.
But sometimes people lose their life, you know, being an innocent victim. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely it does suck. Just kind of got to be very cautious and think about what you're losing at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know I got 2 girls. Stay straight in there, bro.
How old are your girls?
I got a 7. She just turned 17. I got a 17-year-old and 11-year-old.
Oh, so they got attitude.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This is my language, bro. I can't have boys.
Well, I got 1 girl and 3 boys.
Go boys! Yay!
I got 1 girl and I'm hoping the rest are boys.
Listen, my boys are so easy.
For real?
Yes, my boys are so easy. My 3-year-old runs around going, I Hulk all day. My oldest, he just likes to play video games and he
Yep.
talks my ear off about school and
Yep.
things like that. Like, and he's super intelligent, so you know that's a plus. And then the baby, he's teething right now, and he doesn't even cry that much.
Oh,
My
the baby
daughter-
teeth in the rapper's tongue.
And then my daughter, she'll be 5 on Christmas Day. She is just the extra. She got the attitude. She got the talking back. She smacks her lips and goes, girl. Anytime I tell her something, I'm like, excuse me? Super sassy. She was the most difficult to potty train. The attitude. She just needs something all the time. If I'm going to the store, Mommy, will you give me this? Mom, I need this. Mom, I need this. And if I don't get it for her, she's like, you're not my best friend anymore.
Oh.
Like it's either get it or I'm not her best friend.
Wow.
And I have to, and I'm like, she's 5. She'll be 5 on Christmas Day.
5?
Yes.
She's 2 years older than you. She don't talk to me at all like that.
Yes. And let me remind you, they've been in a foster home in Guthrie for the past 2.5 years. And so that's a mixture of my attitude when they're at home with me and the foster parents' attitude as well.
Damn.
And so she is extra sassy. And she is just like, the boys can all fit in one hand and they're a handful, but you add my daughter and she's a whole handful in herself. Like, she is something else. She makes life interesting though. She is the best thing that ever happened to me. All my kids are.
Oh.
But I'm not gonna put down the fact that she is a whole handful and she is the main character.
Who do you think she got it from?
Probably me.
Yeah.
Hurt me.
She got a lot of you in her, probably. You know.
Oh yeah, she's definitely a mini me. She was copy and pasted.
Yeah, she got some here. Our kids are a reflection of ourselves sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's genetics, it's genes. It's like, man. Sometimes you get to argue with your kids and shit. You're like, damn, you sound like me.
Don't even get me started. Listen, my daughter, she be talking to me sometimes, and I'm like,
Honestly, I think I got it kind of easy. I'm like, I got a daddy girl. Like, does whatever I tell her to do.
But she's more your personality, more her mom.
She's more my personality, which I love.
okay, that's because he's so laid back. He's just like,
He's cool. He's not cool though.
Extremely laid back.
yeah, he's like, what do you want me to do?
I like that though.
I asked him what he wants to do in work, and he's like,
Whatever helps you.
whatever you want to do, and I'm like, that's not the question. Like, what do you want?
I like him.
Yeah, he cool. Yeah, he cool, man.
I I don't want nothing problems. I'm cool.
That's what I'm saying. My daughter gives me no problems. Gives her mama a lot of problems. But to me, she's just sweet princess. Does whatever she's told. First time, no problem.
Let me tell you why. Because you're calm with her.
Oh, yeah.
Talk to her like.
You're
Arturo, how old are you if you mind me asking?
I'm 28.
28. So you're still in your 20s.
Mm-hmm.
I'm old, so. 35, so.
I'm not that old. Because you gotta like, my dad is like the baby out of 10, and he's 56. So just imagine how old my uncle
He's
is.
56? He's
Yeah,
a baby?
he's the baby. My
Dang.
oldest uncle's in his 90s. That's what I'm saying. That's not
And
that old. He got lucky. He's got more native blood than me. He's just making it.
And he's still walking and everything.
Oh yeah, still walking it. He's still got like a cane, but you know, be 90.
90, yeah.
It's understandable, but yeah, he's still walking around and everything, no problem.
So, how old are you?
I'm 33.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 33. Yeah. I'm about to turn 34 in March, so coming up soon. So.
So I'm the baby here.
You are the baby.
Yeah, you like.
How old are you?
You like the baby because you say
I'm
the
the
baby a lot.
boss.
You know?
Yeah, you're my boss for sure.
I'm
I
the
do.
boss and I'm younger than you?
Yes, you are.
I used to actually
I'm
live in
23.
here. I used to work for,
Are you 23 years old? Dang, they young. Yeah, damn.
yeah, baby. I used to deliver here. I used to work for Hyman.
You used to live here?
No, I used to deliver here.
I thought you said you used to live here.
No,
I was
no,
like,
no, I
yeah,
said
what'd you do?
live.
Go in there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm behind the catch up. You know what I'm saying? No, I used to work for Hyman.
Oh,
Delivering
nice.
little shit. Yeah, I forgot the girls that used to work. They were super dope. There was a couple years.
I just started working here in August.
Does Hyman still delivering it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know you guys gotta get back to work. So, is there anything you would like to ask me and my brother? And I appreciate you guys being a part of the new channel, and we're gonna run it up.
What kind of
What's going on?
direction? What kind of direction are y'all heading for with the channel? Like, just like people of Oklahoma and like people's daily lives, or like, what kind of direction are y'all wanting? Like creatively.
So we had a long conversation. We had a vision for a while. So what we want to do is what I alluded to earlier: give Oklahoma exposure. We want to just expand Oklahoma. We want to eventually like start a podcast.
Yeah.
So where we can just sit down, we can just talk about certain Oklahoma topics. But it's definitely going to be circled around Oklahoma.
And listen, y'all start doing a podcast
It's going to be dope
and
as
get me
shit.
high. I will sit there and talk
Get you
for
high.
hours.
I go. I do it. You see that?
Like,
Yeah. Yes.
Sure. No, he wasn't. Look, she said it already. Look.
Anyways, I don't have a poker
I was
face.
judging.
But yes,
My father
like
just
I
smokes all
smoke,
the time.
I smoke weed, and I can talk for hours
Okay.
about all kinds of random facts.
Okay, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna start this new channel. It's gonna be Oklahoma Raw.
Okay.
And so if you can just share it, you got Facebook? You got Facebook?
Yeah.
So we're gonna tap into both of y'all that can share it. It's gonna be Oklahoma Raw. We just gonna start going to
I'm gonna
different
text you
businesses.
before I forget.
Okay.
You have my number.
Yeah.
And you can reach out to me and remind me about this stuff because I.
You forgetting? You
It's gonna be Ed Steve Oklahoma Raw. That's what it's gonna be called. And y'all can just share it. I'm sure y'all got a lot of friends. We just trying to bring the lights on.
I mean, I have a lot of followers, but I don't really have a lot of friends.
Well, if you share, people gonna sit in on the outside. That's tough.
Yep.
People gonna share it. So we just really want to bring Oklahoma up.
Alright.
It ain't just about Texas, but I'm looking at it.
Right. You want to bring light to Oklahoma.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alright.
All right.
He gonna tap in with you, and then I appreciate you guys so much.
Yep. Thank you.
And that's what we do. Oklahoma Raw. I appreciate it.
OKC.
Thank you guys for watching until the end of the video. You guys are amazing. We hit our goal of 1,000 subscribers. I couldn't do it without you guys. You guys are amazing. Our next goal is to get to 1,500 subscribers, guys. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe, guys, for more great content, guys. Thank you. See you next time. It's your boy. I'm out, guys. Peace out.